Okay, hello and welcome back. My name is Guild Navigator. Today I'm continuing my Let's Play series as Germany in Hearts of Iron 4. So I just realized I could seize this gold. I'd never been doing that, but I guess now that I will. I'm not sure what that does. Did that affect my economy of conquest? Like a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, this is all going as planned. And what I want to do is I want to build some more supply depots at the terminuses. Because I'm going to have as much supply as you can hope to have. If in real life, Operation Barbarossa was, perpetually plagued by supply problems. In this universe, we're not going to have that happen at all. We're going to rise above it. I literally don't care. Just get rid of the notification. I mean, like, they all give bonuses, so... And they're such imperceptibly small bonuses in reality. I should probably switch these tanks overall just to medium tanks. And then I can free up all the light tanks that are inside of them for actual use on the front line. Why are you suffering attrition? I don't like that. Like, how many tanks have I lost? I guess it's not that many tanks in reality. Okay, then I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm already doing like what I can in a long run capacity by investing in infrastructure. Okay, so it's funny because I'm gonna record this entire, Let's Play of Hearts of Iron 4 in a single day, not in a single sitting, in a single sick day. And I think that's pretty cool. That's one of the things I really like about Hearts of Iron 4 relative to other games by Paradox, is that I feel like they're more bite-sized. Like, I feel like it's a game I can really sit down and just like enjoy in a single sitting. Now, it would be good to have a pretty big stockpile of these opal blitzes. Dude, it's just crazy. I can't believe before, May 1941, I'm actually going to be able to have entire. It's just so ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just do all of this. Dismantle the Maginot Line. I don't care. Sure, donate fighters to Bulgaria. Don't care about foreign influence at all. Yeah, just gonna ignore all of that. All of that seems like stuff I can ignore. Oh man, I still can't believe that me and Italy ended up like that. It's funny, I don't know if you guys ever have this when you get a cold, that you kind of feel like almost like lightheaded all the time. Imperial Japan is justifying against us. But why? I mean, yeah. Sure. You're welcome to it. I mean, I would give you all of that if you want. Like, if you just gave me, honestly, nothing. I don't even want anything from you. How do I just give you land? Okay, cool. I'm closing in on having my whole army trucked out. Let's see. Yeah, hell yeah. Okay. And I'm doing German Army Invincible, and then after this I'm going to launch into Operation Barbarossa. How long would it take for me to just, justify a war goal against you? 75 days, whereas to do war with the USSR, it takes 70 days plus whatever's left. But I get that little event about, I guess, disgruntled Cossacks or something like that. These supply depots do take a long time to build. I do think the supply system in this game is pretty good. I've been playing this game since it originally released back in, oh man, what was that, like 2014? Let me first try to find what I'm looking for here. War with the USSR. And at the time, you could just walk, like all of this wasn't impassable. You could just walk through the Sahara Desert. And I guess the implicit idea was that like you wouldn't do that because it would be like horrible from a supply perspective. But you always just ended up having these ridiculous front lines across the entirety of the Sahara. Which is like, I don't know how that they released in that state, but whatever. That's not my call. But then they've since improved supply just like significantly. I don't know if they've improved AI logic about supply necessarily, but the whole system is like deeply enjoyable. I wish that I interacted with it more. That's all that I can say. Like I wish that it was a system that I had more meaningful choices around. What do you mean? Yeah, I can't buy any rubber from you. Oh shit, do I not have any? What the fuck? Is it because like my natural projects are consuming all of them? But that's crazy. 42% is insane. Is that just all about because of my economy of conquest? Is there any way to get rid of that now? I don't care. Sure, demand the replacement. That's really annoying if that's true. Okay, cool. They accepted it. Yeah, that's crazy that like in this universe, I guess Germany has no ability to construct anything. I don't know, man. They just had these like modifiers to the game where you're just like, that wasn't what you should have focused on. Like what the game desperately needs is an AI that's not retarded. And maybe that's just like impossibly difficult to do. In which case, my sympathies to them. But I do feel like that is like when I play this game, that is like the problem that I really want solved, is an AI that really feels like an adversary. Because I'm calling this now, this is going to be just like a complete cakewalk. Okay, let's assign all of our airplanes. I don't care about their experience. No. Close air support. These are the guys that I really need. And then also fighters. I think everything else I'll just basically ignore. Now I want to send they're deploying. Okay, I want to send all of my fighters here. Or close air support, or whatever that one was that I selected. Again, I'm just going to research ahead on that. I think it's worthwhile. Still just have no consumer good factories. Because I just consume them all with consumer goods. That really sucks. You know what? I won't cry about it anymore than I already am. Okay, let's assign each of these to the commanders. And this way they'll manage themselves. This is the closest I've found to a good system to just have the AI manage the airplanes. Because it's, in my opinion, it's extremely tedious. Oh, these are the close air support that I'm assigning. That's cool. My Stukas. The Stuka is like in my opinion, like a fascinating piece of military technology. Because they attached these like horns to the front of them called I believe they called them like the horns of Jericho. And the idea was that like they would make the famous like ooh sound. I don't know how to do it. That Stukas would make as they fell. If you guys have ever seen the movie Dunkirk, they do it really good in that movie. But that's like a part of it as a weapon, right? Is that it is scary. Because ultimately, and I think that this game represents it pretty well, like ultimately it's the organization of a unit that determines whether it keeps fighting. And then even when you can override that with like the dictates where you tell people to keep fighting, like it's pretty dog shit to your unit. They just end up like devouring equipment instead. Lots I like about this game. Okay. I think they've all been assigned. And I'm going to give them their jobs. Boom. And then look at them. I think they're just going to spread out. Very cool. Okay, it's May. Maybe like June when I actually end up declaring war. I really don't need you guys. I mean, I know you're all just going to come march towards the front anyway, so it just doesn't really matter. But like you, I do care about. Okay, even if this takes a little bit of attrition, I still think it's worth having them concentrated here. Because this is really what I want to do. Can I pull off this enormous pocket? Okay, I finally, I think I have some civilian factories that I can trade away for rubber. Okay, I think we are good to go as soon as I get my CB. I think I'm gonna activate all of this stuff. Might as well. I don't really even know what it does. Okay. Did I get it? Nope, not yet. Offer from the disgruntled Cossacks. I don't want some random unit from you, if I'm going to be completely honest. Whatever, that's fine. Declare war and call my allies. Now let's go somewhat slowly here. The Soviet Union has decrypted our ciphers. Let's see, how is this going? I can't even tell. On an air level, I appear to be mostly winning. And they have a lot of fucking airplanes. I guess they spent their production on things that were a little bit more rational than just so many trucks. Yeah, I don't know what else to really spend it on, though. I don't really have any more rubber as part of the problem. I guess I have my light tanks that I really need, right? And I could just add another light tank to the unit if I really start like having an enormous amount in the supply. Let's go back to here. You can get another light tank. Another light tank. Let's get aspirational here. You want an armored signal company and a maintenance company. Yeah, I only need 13,000 of them now. I mean, I think this is going well. I think my tanks have somewhat broken through. What are the casualties looking like in this war? They're pretty even for now, which is suboptimal. Oh shit, I accepted their expeditionary force. I don't think I wanted to do that. Like this is one of the things I'm talking about with like AI. Like the AI treats pockets in this game like a thing that you should walk in circles around, rather than like a thing that you should try to close. And it's look, I don't know if it's just impossible to fix. I believe it if someone told me that. If someone was like, look, there's just no way to fix this. It's just how it is. Okay, I'm gonna delete 3 of you. And I'm gonna pull you all back. Because I don't think what you're doing right now is working. And let's stop the frontal assaults. Let them attack us. Let's reassess the situation here. Where looks like the biggest opportunity for me to do like something like strategic, like a pocket or something like that? Which the Soviets aren't even really counterattacking me, which makes me think that they are really genuinely in kind of a weak situation. Okay, let's divide you in half again. And I think this presents a pretty solid opportunity. So I'll put you there. I still think I could do like a big envelopment. Let's try to do this slowly. But this is, I have to remember that I'm playing a paradox game here. Not a real game. Just got a notification from my Apple Watch that said your heart rate is high. See, guys, I take this game very seriously. Okay, let's put those people there on that bridgehead. Oh, I have no fuel. Holy shit. Of course, that would make so much sense. My god, it's because I can't trade it all, right? So this is what I don't understand. It says that I have 46%. But then where are the rest of them going? Where are my remaining? Oh, it's just of all factories in general. I understand now. I'm really not sure what to do in this situation, man. I guess I could just delete military factories, but that seems ridiculous. But I'm also, I don't know what else I could possibly do. Because converting will take time. I have to do it like one state at a time. So like in theory, every 4 factories I delete, I should free up 1. So let's, I mean, every 10 factories I free up, I should free up 4. I don't know what I said earlier. If it is 40%. 2. What a stupid fucking system. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I want to do the opposite of that. War bonds. Yes, this is what I needed. Now I need oil. I had no idea how desperate my oil situation had gotten. Which, given that my entire army operates with trucks, is, no, I don't want to replace the research. I don't know, man. Whatever you were working on previously, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's annoying that the notifications don't go away immediately. Okay. What am I trying to do? What is my oil situation like? So my daily gain is higher than my daily consumption. It's just that my units don't have, like, the fuel right now. It doesn't reach them or anything. I mean, I guess now that I can do this, I might as well massively prioritize above and beyond everything. I don't care about any of this now. My plan is to deindustrialize my military right as I'm in the middle of invading the USSR. Okay. I like the idea of befriending Turkey. That sounds good. Like, what is your fuel situation if I clicked on you? How do I tell how much fuel you have? It would be here. You have fuel. So I think your first goal should be Kiev. And I think ideally your first goal is Smolensk. Now I want to take all of the airplanes in the north, and I want to give them all to you. And I want to take all the airplanes in the south, and I want to give them all to you. Okay, because I want them to get all of the air support humanly possible. Let's see when their preparation is at max capacity. Like, let's see if I launched an assault right now, how would this look? So I think I can, you know, somewhat push, it looks like. What a weird World War II. Because I want to draw as many people into this pocket as possible. Why are you losing? Like, let's, you know, calm down for a second. Don't assault. Let's just... If I attack there. That succeeded, so that was a bad test case. But let's look at this right here. I mean, these are all ones I'm winning, so maybe I'm just was going insane. And the AI is just extremely stupid at attacking people. Okay, let's just push in this direction. And I should be getting a good amount of air support, right? Because I have like 1,000 airplanes on this. Like, this is a good test. Why am I losing this? Why do they have so much more soft attack than me? Yeah, I'm not sure I fully understand. Like, I guess they just have better units than I do. That would be one possibility. Maybe my out of fuel debuff was just brutal. I mean, so they're getting like a crossing penalty over the water. That I somewhat understand. Oh my god, like I wish I could just hide my allied units. It makes the borders like so impossible to follow. Like you. Stop, 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 stop. All of you border that province. I would like to see you attack it. We are going to slowly but surely extend our bridgehead. Now, I could try to close this mini version of the pocket. No, but they're being resistant. That seems like something this army could do. Let's put you all down here and focus attack you on just trying to take the city of Odessa. Then how are you all doing? You are breaking through one province at a time. Now I need to be careful about cutting too far south before I do anything else. So let's move them forward here. And then I want them to, again, your ultimate goal, I think, in this situation would be, well, it depends. This is kind of closing in on itself already. So if I try to go for Smolensk, that would be, I think, the biggest, I guess you could say the biggest, like, pocket. Okay, you have arrived down here. Now let us go try to take the city of Odessa. Well, let's actually, before we actually just attack Odessa itself, let's attack this province next to it. And I'm going to want to go and cut this off as quickly as possible. Now this gives me a much better situation to attack them from. Okay, and they should repel that counterattack. I mean, I can attack from another angle. Nice. And when I look over here, how are you all doing? I think I kind of want to do a similar thing to Minsk if possible, where I like surround it basically. Okay, so the actual battle for Odessa is not going necessarily perfectly, but I do think I'm going to be able to wear them down. Especially if I can destroy these units around them. Perfect. Nice. Eliminated. Okay. Now you. I kind of want you to go around the bend of the Dnieper. I think that's going to be your plan. Okay. And then... and let's see what's going on down here. I think we can dislodge you all from across the river. Okay, I've officially broken through, which means that I want to start behaving like I've made a breakthrough. Yes, 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 a national focus. I don't care. Sure. Okay. And then... yeah, I probably want to go angle up in this direction. Again, given that the goal, in my opinion, is to try to create the largest pocket possible. And let's just get a quick bridgehead over the Dnieper before I let the Italians, filter back in. I am out of fuel. Why is that? I don't know. Can I just buy as much fuel as possible? Look, I'll spend all of my consumer good factories on fuel if necessary. Okay, now this is continuing to be a pretty solid breakthrough. I'm just going to set them on that for now. Okay, now my encirclement of Minsk. I should say my quasi-encirclement of it, basically. I'll be one step closer towards my end goal. I think this is semi-working. Let's look at the Russian supply situation. So Minsk is a semi-hub, but really it's like Smolensk. Once I capture Smolensk, because right now it's being routed like this. Oh, I basically have them already in a pocket, because I just need to cut off this railroad junction here, and this railroad junction here. And the fall of Minsk is going to be good. Sure, you can use my ports if you want, I don't care. Research speed at this point is probably basically useless. If I'm being realistic, like there's not that much left in the game. And what is an 8% bonus to something that's already kind of slow really going to look like? Man, this is the perfect, just like snaking this cock forward. Okay, and yep, they're cut off from a supply situation in that direction. Now, don't get me wrong, my supplies are also in a pretty bleak shape. I'm trying to think what I could even do to rectify it. I'd probably have to like capture this Kiev railroad junction. Look, we'll get it all back in the pocket. That's what I imagine we're just telling all of our soldiers as they starve. Okay, I think you are probably beginning to take some pretty significant attrition casualties. I'm going to pull you out, I think, of there and see what survives. And it's saying I'm not producing armored support vehicles. Okay. that what you wanted? No. Armored support vehicles there. I need 2,000 of you. I need actually quite a lot of you. Look at all my improved light tanks. I have more than enough of you. Trucks, I don't need any more. Very interesting. My needs change. And then now I guess I need you instead. Yeah, because I imagine as I pull my men back, it will, you know, the Italians will probably lose some ground there, which is fine. Just one step at a time. What are my casualties looking like? 300,000 versus the Soviet, you know, 500,000. I thought you had all been assigned there. Be any more clear, y'all. I do not want you. Oh, you're good. You already moved. Okay, now the question is, do I try to rectify the supply situation here? Probably, right? But I can get a satisfying little pocket on my own. My inexorable march towards Smolensk. Let's see, what is the supply situation like? Have I ruptured it yet? Not quite. But oh, so very close. I think it's like right here. It'd be so sick if I could get like a breakthrough situation there as well. Okay, and then you down here. I think I've made a breakthrough situation here as well, which is beautiful. And the goal here is to get as close as possible to linking these two forces up. Let's see how quickly can we do this. Oh man, I'm sorry I'm being quiet. My Apple Watch is like, your heart rate is really high. But that's because I'm on the verge of something spectacular. Okay, all of you attack now. Just put like an unimaginable burden on their supply situation. Okay, both of you need to just be focused entirely on the point of action. Just to go from there to there. Right now. 4, go? From there to there right now. You'll got this. I have faith in you. I mean, I do think the supply situation here is like borderline catastrophic. And that was the entire idea of that original Kiev push. Again, the plan is to just act like you are what you are, which is an army in the middle of a breakout. Look at me, I'm like therapy talking my army. Okay, we're so close to linking up. We got this. Push forward. Dude, they're so freaking close. What is the air situation like down here? I mean, I guess we're winning. Wait, am I just going to be able to conquer that province? Nice. And now I'm just within one. An attack from both sides. And then the pocket will be closed. I don't know what this is going to do to the AI. I imagine just drive it completely insane. But it's going to be a thing of beauty. And I'm so freaking close. Like just completely ignoring these notifications. I don't, that's fine. Whatever. Very cool. I've like truly reached the end of my supply lines. I don't even know what this would be analogized to, this like insanely narrow pocket. Thank you, Italy, for your military support. Wait, did I conquer it? They're still marching people in. These fools. Like, I think the problem is that they're, like, sliding people in. Okay, maybe this is a more fruitful goal. Let's see, am I doing... I have no idea. I mean, the pocket is closing. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Now you. Half of you, even more than half of you, are going to stay on the front line. The remainder of you are going to be on Operation Pocket Cleaning. And the tanks will join in protecting the front line. Oh, bro, I can't believe that worked. My scheming, all of my plotting, the years of preparation. And I don't think they're going to be able to bust this pocket out. It's just what I mean, like the front line, it just has no idea what to do with pockets. How many losses have I taken? You know, 500,000. The Soviets have only taken 800,000 losses so far. So we'll have to see what this finalizes at. You know, I finally have enough oil. Have I transformed all of my factories into consumer goods stuff at long last? I don't know how these people still have any supply at all. Then I guess you guys could just march east, essentially. I don't know what would really be stopping you from doing that. Nice. Trying to even find the stuff anymore. I appreciate my units walking in circles around them. Nice. Is this his own little sub-pocket? Oh, that's so beautiful. Look how many divisions that is. Just gone. Poof. Is that like 40 plus, 50 plus divisions? I can't even move around. Dude, look at this. Holy shit. Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in this game. I'm so excited to look at the total casualty numbers after this battle is over. I don't even think, like 50, 60, is that like almost 70 divisions there? Just in that one province alone. If I look here at this battle, they just have to be, yeah, they're encircled, low supply, although they don't have as low supply as I would have expected them to have. And they are holding out better than I would have expected. Eliminated. Okay. Like 2 odd million casualties additionally. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. And now again, they just have to be like basically destroyed, right? Dude, like what the hell? How do I have no oil? It's this system again. A pox upon you. They're only at like half their capitulation capacity. I mean, to be fair, I think I've captured Leningrad, yes. But that's like pretty much it in terms of their big cities, like Kiev, I guess Minsk. Yeah, now I think we just speed 5 and watch our armies roll. You know, just hope that we don't immediately run out of fuel. Because we are just immediately going to run out of fuel. I should not have made these people my vassals. Like, I wish I could just explain to the German people, like, look, we just need to buy gasoline. Like, what happens if it just completely runs out of fuel? The Soviet Union has declared war on Iran. You have brilliant strategists beyond reckoning. Now, I appear to be taking some pretty significant casualties in this more recent push. What is my equipment looking like? Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I'm out of infantry equipment. There's no way. I am, I think, consuming more light tanks, though, than I produce. I don't know, it kind of seems to have equalized somewhat. I mean, yeah, if you want fleet basing rights, you're welcome to have them. Another little pocket. How many units do the Soviets still have? Still have another like 200 odd units. I do think we've reached the point, though, in this war that it's just kind of like a rolling tide. Like, they've basically been, I imagine, mostly attritioned into the ground. Like, the big problem for me is I just don't have oil. I don't want my ships to be doing anything. Maybe that would save me some oil. I mean, the obvious biggest consumer is just the army. You know, I'm terrified of doing this, but maybe I just have to switch my people back. Oh shit, I've like broken through in the south. Iran wants to join my faction. Sure. I don't think Turkey wants to get in a faction with me. Let's see how quickly it takes for me to take Stalingrad. Can I avoid the actual Battle of Stalingrad grind? Man, I may need to split this up into another episode. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to call it here.